Hello everyone, my name is Loon, welcome to Loon Flare, and today I've got a bit of a special video. So this is a sketchbook project that I kind of started a little while ago, and I don't know if I'm ever going to finish it. The sketchbook itself will be finished, but I don't know if I'm ever going to finish the project. But in of itself, I wanted to do 1,000 studies in here. Well, 1,000 applied studies. So the idea is that basically get to draw whatever I want, but I have to use at least one reference and actively apply it to the drawing that I'm doing. Now, I can also just draw the reference if I want to, but the idea is that I use at least one reference and ideally apply it to my own art. And that's been really fun. This cover is just a giant sticker bomb of random stickers that I have. I have a lot of stickers, so I'm not going to be able to tell you where they're all from. Unfortunately, a lot of them are from Sticky Club, if that helps at all. To open up the sticker book, this is also Sticky Club sticker. It says, "A hobby can just be a hobby. Why does it need to go somewhere?" I'm exploring that a lot lately. I used to do art in a more commercial way, and then I became disabled, and I'm kind of rediscovering like what it means to me. And this book is very much me like getting back into art after taking like a 3-year break and learning to study again. So every 10 drawings is 1% of the project. I'm going to show you the first 50 drawings today. There we are. So you will see a gradual improvement throughout the numbers, which I think is really fun. I numbered each individual drawing. I think I'm on number 72 now, but every 50 drawings I also changed the accent color. I realized very quickly, so I think this is a moleskin. Let me double check. Yes, it is. It's moleskin. Unfortunately, even just pen, it will like bleed through the page, especially because I wanted to add a fixative spray when I use pencils, and the fixative spray made it like bleed through to the other page. So anyway, this is page 1. I use like various different references for different things. Like for this one, I think I was looking at like the way glass breaks. So a lot of these references aren't literal. For example, this pose and this character is from my head, but I was referencing this hairstyle with these little ribbons. So these little ribbons is specifically what I was studying for this drawing, right? This time, I think I was just drawing the thing. This was like a little piece of debris that was on my floor. I think it was like a random bit of, like a random twig that kind of looked like a Kingdom Hearts key. I thought that was cool. Random study of a face style. Let's see, I think this was like the headgear I was studying. This was like another hairstyle I was studying. If I can remember what I was studying for the specific drawing, I'll tell you. If I can't, I can't, This one again, I think it's the hair. Then you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, right? So I used fixative spray because I used a mechanical pencil for these, because I noticed that there was quite a bit of ghosting on these pages and it was bleeding through a little bit. So I thought, I'll use mechanical pencil and I'll use a fixative spray, and I ruined this page, which is sad because I did really like this drawing. I still like it, but obviously you can see the other ones bleeding through the other side. I use a blue pen now, ironically. But yeah, so this was a mask study. This one, I think I was studying her outfit. Everything else was from my imagination. This one, I think I was studying the little thing in her hair, the little accessory thing. Basically, the idea was that I just felt like my art was kind of not boring, but I felt like it was lacking a lot of interesting details, and I felt like I needed to study like everything a little bit. And so I kind of went about to try and just literally just grab whatever thing from Pinterest I found vaguely interesting to try and apply it to my art. Let me take a sip of my non-aesthetic coffee. Beautiful. My boyfriend really likes this drawing. It is funny. She kind of looks like Schmeagol. But also, I really like the emotion that she has. Of just like cutting her messy ass hair. I can't remember what I was referencing here, but it makes me laugh. This I was referencing the outfit. This I was referencing the hair, I believe. really like this drawing too. I like this this page, but I like this drawing as well. That was just, I think this was just a straight up reference. I think the only thing I changed is that I changed his pose. That also challenges yourself, you know, if you like change the pose a little bit. This one, it was a hair reference, I'm pretty sure. I actually really like the hair on this one. I think this was an outfit reference. Oh no, I think I referenced the sleeve. I think the sleeve was referenced. I was referencing these arm things. I really like this drawing actually. I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. Expressions. I think I was referencing someone's art style or something here. I'll be honest, I can't remember. I do think it's nice. I was trying to explore more angular lines in my work, so I kind of pushed it pretty far to like add like angles where there aren't any. I think Into the Spider-Verse also does this. This is concerning. I don't know why I drew that, but it's funny. This is definitely an outfit reference. This is Gilbert. He says hi. Hold on, let me see if I can focus on this freaking drawing of this demented bird. God, try and focus your camera's a nightmare. Yeah, he says, hi, I'm Gilbert. I'm Amanda. I'm so glad that I spent all that effort just to get it to focus on that drawing. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Tissue, please. I get nosebleeds sometimes, but only one nostril. I think I was having a nosebleed that day. This is August 25th to 31st. I'll be honest, I don't date this very well. I started it at first because I was really actively working on it. Like, every week I would add one date. But I don't want to anymore. I can't be asked. I think I was referencing a statue, actually. It was like a little figure of a cat. It had like eyeballs and stuff on it, but it was somehow so cute. And I was trying to like kind of translate that into like a humanoid form. And this was a pose reference. I think it's really cool though. I added a little bit more power to it and like a bit more dynamic effects, but the actual pose is referenced. I think this dress is referenced. It's kind of cute, I guess. I really like her expression. Her expression looks really nice. I think it's cool. Shading's nice too. Little mushroom boy. Little mushroom boy. It's so cute. I think this was like a little plushie I referenced. I referenced an expression. Another expression I referenced. And then just added like details to like add like a narrative. This, I think it would have been the hair I referenced here. I'm not sure what else I could have referenced. Little stretch. Doing a little stretch. little stretchy witch. Little TIE fighter, maybe? I like this pose, though. Like, you know, she's ready to go, bitch. This was, like, a reference of this weird helmet thing I kept seeing on Pinterest. Another expression study. Let's see. I like this drawing. I mean, it's a little wonky, but it is nice. It is nice. Definitely reference the face there, I think. So this, for example, I did break down the shapes in order to understand what I was looking at. And I drew this desk, but I'm pretty sure I just drew this as it is. If I'm really struggling with something, especially things like complicated objects or backgrounds, I might just draw it as it is. I'm not going to try and push it by like flipping it or turning it or like applying it in a different way, because I don't feel the need to make it more difficult for myself. Sometimes I do just want to study the thing. Same with this one. I was studying a lot more different and dynamic tables. So this was like a drawing table, and it was kind of steampunk looking, but it had like a rotisserie on it, so you could like fold it in and fold it up and sideways, and it was like a drawing table. I thought it was really cool. I think I referenced the milkshake here. But it's funny. I also really love this drawing of a harpy. I think it's really nice. The wings are a little bit, like, they're a bit too thin here, but that is literally just what the reference looked like. So, I don't know. I also really like this drawing of this this girl that's like on the side. Generally, I quite like this page as a whole. I feel like, I have to say, I feel like drawing number 1 to drawing number 50, there's a huge jump of improvement, and I've noticed that in general. Like, you can kind of see it from 1 till 25, and then from 1 to 50, I feel like is like the biggest jump, where if you compare the two, I feel like you can really see that like I've improved and this project is working for me personally. Now keep in mind, this isn't the only sketchbook I'm working in. I also have my personal sketchbook, which I will be doing a tour of hopefully next week. Cross my fingers. I'm trying to finish up a few pages. Trying to decide if I need to finish up a few pages. You know how it is. And then the first half will be done. Here we go. I did like a little, I think I referenced this pose. It's pretty nice though, I like it. It's pretty cool. I was trying to do some sort of sci-fi thing. I'm not really sure what I was doing, but yeah, it looks alright. I'm pretty sure I just referenced this thing. And then I've referenced this girl being like, ha. And then I was like, you know what? It'd be funnier if it was this weird creature trying to eat her. So, here it is. Beautiful. Another harpy that I referenced. I really like harpies. I think they're cool. Mostly because I really like drawing wings and dynamic poses, and harpies have both. So, yeah, win-win. And then this is the final page I'll be showing you guys. Sorry, it's a bit of a shorter video. When I've done the next 50, I'll make another video. I think this is another pose I referenced. I'll be honest, I'm not a massive fan of it. It's okay, you know. This one's another pose I referenced. I do think it's funny. I think it's kind of an amusing pose. And I do like this. I think that I referenced the outfit. Then I added like the robotic arm and stuff. And it's okay. It's a little sad because ironically I think these 2 pages are like really good and show my improvement the most. And then, yeah. After all that stuff I just spilled. Where the heck comes? But still, I still think there's like a huge improvement between like this and like, you know, these few pages and like these few pages, you know? Like I see it anyway, which, you know, I usually don't. So I'll take it. I'll give you like a little sneak peek. Green is the next phase. Green. But I will be doing that in a separate video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you guys are working on any sort of sketchbook type projects yourself. And I will hopefully see you in the next one. Okay?